We've all been there, right? You're browsing, you spot something you absolutely love. You hit that little heart icon, and then, poof, you completely disappear. Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're unlocking what is literally the biggest untapped goldmine in digital retail, the e-commerce wishlist. Now, for a lot of brands, that abandoned heart icon is exactly where the story ends. But today, we're going to dive into the incredibly sophisticated mechanics of how top-tier e-commerce brands actually turn those dormant wishlist users into active, paying buyers using personalized display ads.
Okay, first things first, we need to completely reframe our thinking here. A wish list is not just a list of saved products. It's actually a highly valuable purchase intent signal. When someone clicks Add to Wish List, they aren't just passively browsing anymore. They're handing over this massive, highly structured conversion opportunity. They're basically raising their hand and saying, hey, I really want this, just not right this exact second. And our job as digital marketers is to bridge that exact gap.
So here's our roadmap for today. We're going to start with the sheer power of wish lists, then look at how we track these users, peek at the tech under the hood, explore dynamic creative optimization, discuss exactly why ad timing matters, and finally, wrap up with the bottom line for brands.
All right, part 1, the power of wish lists, moving from interest to action. Think about the standard path to a purchase. It's a pretty simple funnel, right? You've got product discovery, which naturally leads to product interest, and that culminates in the wish list phase. But here's the trap. Take a look at what happens next. The wish list is this high-intent, bottom-of-the-funnel stage, but it's fundamentally a stalling point. Without step 4, remarketing. Step 5, the actual purchase, almost never happens. The momentum just completely dies. Remarketing is literally the engine that restarts that stalled momentum. To really grasp why this is such a game changer, we have to separate passive browsing from wishlist saving. Look, passive browsing is low intent. It's just general interest. A user's just scrolling through a category page, maybe window shopping. But wishlist saving, that is a structured purchase indicator. It's specific consideration. The moment that item gets saved, it transforms from a super vague data point into a trackable, actionable conversion opportunity. It's a specific product perfectly tied to a specific user. Moving right along to section 2, tracking the wishlist user and capturing the data. Let's see how we actually follow our shopper after they hit save. So behavioral tracking algorithms actually assign mathematical value to human actions. It's pretty wild. A single wishlist save, that triggers moderate intent, which results in your baseline tracking. But what if they revisit that exact same product multiple times? Boom, the intent level upgrades to stronger, and the system actively cranks up the ad priority. And if they start mixing wishlist saves with adding other items to their cart, oh yeah, that is high intent right there, triggering aggressive ad exposure. The system is literally reacting in real time to just how badly that user wants the item. All right, section 3, the tech under the hood, the conversion pipeline. Let's pause the journey for a second and look at the invisible infrastructure making this all happen. This right here is the ecosystem that powers the magic, and honestly, it is fascinating. It all starts with the customer data platform, which stores the relationship between you and that exact pair of shoes you liked. Then, tracking pixels capture your movements across the web. Next up, API integrations seamlessly wire the store's database directly into global ad networks. And finally, real-time bidding steps in, auctioning off ad impressions across the internet in literal milliseconds, all based on that exact intent level we just talked about. It's this lightning-fast flow from the store's database straight to an ad space on, say, a news website you happen to visit just an hour later. Which brings us to section 4, dynamic creative optimization, or real-time personalization. So, what exactly is dynamic creative optimization, or DCO? Well, it's an automated engine. It generates personalized visual content by tweaking product images, pricing, and availability in real time, pulling directly from live wishlist feeds. There's no human being sitting in an office designing an ad just for you. The engine is assembling the whole shebang on the fly, customized to your specific desires, right at the exact millisecond the web page loads. And the difference this makes in performance is honestly night and day. Think about it. A generic ad shows you a random product with static messaging, super low relevance, right? But a personalized ad, it shows the exact product you saved. And here's where it gets incredibly smart. It includes contextual updates like price dropped or only 2 left in stock. Displaying these live stock and pricing updates actively decreases buyer hesitation. It creates genuine, real-world urgency, not just some cheap marketing gimmick. To put that into perspective, imagine 3 different shoppers being targeted by the exact same ad campaign using the exact same visual template. Because of DCO, customer A sees those black trainers they saved with a little note confirming they're in stock. Customer B sees their wireless headphones with a warning that there's limited stock. And customer C sees a leather handbag with a notification that the price just dropped. It's one single template, but 3 completely unique, highly relevant experiences generated completely automatically. Now for Section 5, why ad timing matters. Because while capturing intent is great, that intent has a pretty strict expiration date.
Timing really is everything in remarketing. The first 0 to 24 hours provide an immediate reminder while the product is super fresh in their mind. Then, that 1 to 3 day window, that is the sweet spot for strong re-engagement. This is actually where conversion probability peaks. Once you hit 7 days, it transitions to a continued reminder, and anything 14 days or beyond basically becomes long-term reactivation. Now, you should keep in mind, these aren't guaranteed conversion points, but they are highly structured exposure sequences based on hard behavioral data. You really want to reach them while the iron is still hot. And finally, Section 6, the bottom line for brands, commercial impact. When executives and business owners actually implement these systems, they see huge structured improvements across their bottom funnel metrics. I mean, you get significantly higher conversion potential because you're targeting people who already told you they want the product. This naturally leads to reduced cart abandonment and vastly improved return on ad spend, or ROAS, because you aren't wasting money shouting into the void. You're building stronger product recall and driving higher purchase completion rates simply by reminding people of what they already like. And the real beauty of all this, it works seamlessly across the entire digital landscape. The exact product from their wish list literally follows the customer from retargeting networks across various websites, directly into their social feeds, onto product comparison pages, and right on through to checkout environments. It creates these continuous, highly relevant decision-making moments, no matter where the user happens to travel online. So as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with a pretty provocative thought to chew on. Take a hard look at your own systems, or even the brands you buy from every day. Is your e-commerce platform successfully turning structured purchase intent into completed sales? Or are those wish lists just digital graveyards of missed opportunities? Thanks so much for joining me to explore the mechanics of personalized display ads. Until next time, keep optimizing.